watching the Browns' sure-handed wide receiver. He's coming off one of his biggest games in both yards and touchdowns last week. It's the Browns and the Steelers, and it's coming up next.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for... Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure is about to get to him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stop for a loss.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again running and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On 4th down, Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that
rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get man coverage on the outside, and what's got to report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Watson. That one caught by Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A give. This is Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries, 68 yards.
He comes into this one ranked 9th in the NFL in rushing. I think that every member of that offense knows exactly where he sits. You can see it from every one of them out there. They're all fully committed to making this a game where it really breaks.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Carter. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Here's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, a little extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk at the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up a throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped at his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Again, it's Harris on second down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. He'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Drop for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throw right side complete to Carter. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early to shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10. Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He finds his man, complete. It's Blake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the 50, it's Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10, Watson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Carlson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. Shot before the break, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Blake. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Let's see what they need drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a give, running left is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 18. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Harris running straight ahead. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, he's going to get that not lined up a touchdown. Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Euro now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they're moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
As you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Boyd. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers and freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl quarterback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away from the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth.
That coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and have that what he did after the catch.
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he
blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. He's got the first down and more than that. And he is going to have the Steelers' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play when they made excellent points on the board when this drive is over.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And you're down to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. It gets it complete to Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
Finding room at midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. And again, it's Chubb. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the